So this set goes for $30, which is pretty ridiculous if you ask me, but I did get a deal on this because you know me, I find my ways. So let's see if this $30 set provides us with a good night. This just looks really fun. I remember these from episode 3, obviously the Super Battle Droids and the Clone Shock Trooper. So let's open this up and get building in this one. Just a smaller build tonight, by the way. And if you enjoy these LEGO videos, let me know. I enjoy making them. If I could, I'd do them every night, but you know how much money that would cost. Way more than I think any of us watching could afford. Let's think about that. 30 times $30, 7 days a week, 210. Yeah. Do not have that for LEGO sets a month, just under 1,000. 2 instruction booklets. Pretty interesting. $30 though. Let's see if it's worth it. Now, I do like LEGO quite a bit, but 30 might be a bit of a stretch. Let's have our bags up here as we begin. I still want to build the black Millennium Falcon. That one looks pretty fun. So it looks like just some standard clone troopers. I think phase 2, if I'm not mistaken. And if you don't know the difference between phase 2 and phase 1 clone troopers are phase 1 have a sharp top on their helmet, while phase 2 have a smooth rounded top. As a kid, phase 1 were my favorite, just because of the sharper look. And all of the clone faces will be looking like this tonight. And 2 standard clones right there, with apparently no weapons yet. Alright, a little drop care package. Put in a little stud and a top. This is one of those sets I've just been eyeballing pretty much every time I go through Target. And I was glad I was able to find one cheap. Okay, let's see. Well, that's kind of interesting. That's how the pieces came stuck. other side. Excellent. So it kind of bummed me out as a kid. I just remembered this. Is when I was still into Legos and Star Wars, was the Lego sets then still had those orange blasters from like the early 2000s. And I just got into the phase of the newer blasters where they looked like this or like that. Only for like a year or so. So I had earlier sets, but after that, I kind of fell out of the Lego kick. Alright. So it's kind of refreshing seeing these still be around, but if they do another update to their weapons, I might be a little upset. But it's all in good fun anyway. And they've really changed the way that they do their speeder bikes from before. And that is it for bag one. Load these up with little pellets. And there is our simple speeder bike. That's a pretty large bag for this. Or is it? Some of my favorite clone troopers used to be the red troopers like this, as well as the scout troopers where they have the face with a mouth like that and goggle eyes. These types of blasters with an orange tip is what I was used to, especially for battle droids. Anyway, and any like camo cuch trooper I was pretty fond of as well. But these were up there for sure. And he has a little pistol to go along with him. There we go. Our shock trooper. And some battle droids. Nice, old, simple battle droids. I think they might have done that one wrong. It shows two hands facing forward. So let's just make sure our other ones are correct. Well, what do you know? It looks like it should be correct. Oh, just shot off its head. And there is the other arm. Good old clanker. Throw the extras to the side for now. Blaster for this one. And I wonder why they changed to a gray hue blaster as opposed to just a solid black. From the clones to the battle droids. This one has two standard arms. Interesting. Just like they used to before. So it gets a simple flat stud and voila. I used to do stuff like that all the time with my brother's Legos. And 3 super battle droids. These things were always so delicate, and their pieces just broke so easily. Oh, don't want to have that arm angle. Let's drop that down a bit. Again, when I was younger, it would be the battle droids that were light blue, which didn't really make too much sense at the time. But still, everything starts somewhere. And we are locked in. So, 2 regular battle droids, 3 super, 3 clones, and a commander. Shock trooper. I really like the incorporation of these types of launchers in Lego. Really fun. And a nice little play feature for the kids. It just makes me so excited thinking about having my own kids someday and getting them the joy of a Lego set and the ability to play. That's something I wish I had a bit more, is the ability to play just like a regular kid. There you are. And oh, we put that in the clear stud. That's interesting. They really changed the style and how they did this from 15 years ago. Drop that in there. Smoothing out the top. Honestly, this looked much bigger in the set art. But I guess it still has the same functionality for the most part. Yep, this is familiar. And that is still the same. Pop that up top. And we have our little, what are these called? I'm trying to remember. There's something kind of simple, but apparently not simple enough to remember. So extra pieces to the side another small blaster. And we finished our first little booklet. And I think that's kind of cute. Rebuild the world. Alright, now time to the big boy. I always tried to find something like this as a kid, so you have no idea how happy this makes me. I'm just smiling throughout this entire little build, because you don't always need the larger things. Alright, bag 3, let's begin. I don't see that piece yet. Oh, it's inside there. And the blue one was right next to it. Under through there just a bit. I'm not sure how much. Three-piece with a red. Oh, it's gonna go all the way through. Sweet. I can't tell if this is up top, but it looks like it. We drop in the blue shell. That is a nice color of pink. It's a little shiny. Makes me think a little bit of Harry Potter type Legos. Put the dome up there. Oh, gotta do this 3 times. Good thing I checked. Right there. One more. Simple enough. That's surprisingly a soft sound. A little bit of a deeper one, too. A blue vent, it looks like. And a little slant. So once again, a slide, vent, and a cover. is much taller than I thought it would be. Right, let's give a little comparison. Just as tall as the instructions. Oh yeah, that is where it becomes cool. Heck yeah. This would have been one of my favorite sets if I had this as a kid. And it doesn't even have to be perfect each way. You could just kind of interpret it as you do. And pretty much any way would be correct. Alright, we're still not done. Gotta wait a little bit. Throw in the black rods. Some gray studs. Bionic studs, I should say. Ooh, that's what I was looking for. I was wondering how we're gonna get the red eyes in here. And that's how we do it. Oh, interesting, and some rockets for each side. And I'm a little bit worried because there it is. We had an extra piece that we shouldn't have had, and it is accounted for. So these would go inside each of these little compartments, making a perfect little triangle, in a sense. Put away our extras. And let's give one final look for this set. Right next to the kids set. Funny enough. Honestly, it is $30. That is quite ridiculous. But if you are a parent or an older sibling and you know a child that likes Star Wars, that has an imagination, I think this would be a great play toy for them to just kind of have fun. So, is it worth 30? I'd say 25 tops, but if it's for someone you care for and you know they're gonna make the most of it, I think it's worth it. So we have, I guess we call this a spider droid. Does it even give it a name? It does not. Interesting. I guess a spider tank in a sense. The clone trooper bike. Let's load it up on each side for them. The two standard Phase 2 troopers on their speeder bike, just being dudes. A battle droid, kind of, not a tank, armored, I don't even know what to call it honestly. You can't really put this on there. Oh, it's for the clones. Okay, so just a little defense turret with a sniper, a care package with the shock trooper, that's what they're called, a STAP, S-T-A-A-P, I believe. Battle droid on their STAP. spare battle droid and 3 supers to go with it, so not too bad, in my opinion. If I were to give it like a rating, I'd say 8 out of 10. But just the price is the only bad thing about it. Come on, hold that pistol. There we go. Drop that back in there. And that will be it for this one, my friend. A nice simple build. And I had fun. I hope you did too. I like geeking out with you, building some Star Wars Legos. Maybe I could save up and get something with a different theme. But anyway, for now, I hope you have yourself a relaxing remainder of your night. Many sweet dreams, and until we meet again, stay safe and eat your fruits and vegetables.